You wake up already tired. Not the kind of tired that sleep fixes, but a deeper fatigue. One that sits quietly in the chest, like a weight you've been carrying for so long you've forgotten what it feels like to be without it. Nothing is technically wrong. Your life looks fine from the outside. You wake up on time. You answer messages. You show up where you're expected to show up. You move through the day efficiently, responsibly, politely, and yet, something feels off. A subtle sense that you are always late. Not late for an appointment, but late for life itself. As if everyone else received a schedule you somehow missed. You scroll through your phone and see people announcing milestones, promotions, engagements, new projects, new identities. Each post quietly asks the same question. What are you doing with your life? You don't feel jealous exactly. It's closer to confusion. You wonder when life turned into a race and why no one remembers signing up. This feeling is common, but rarely spoken about honestly. Modern life has mastered the art of appearing stable while quietly exhausting the people living inside it. We are told that if we're tired, it's because we lack discipline. If we feel behind, it's because we haven't optimized ourselves enough. If we feel empty, it must be a motivation problem. So we try harder. We wake up earlier, consume more advice, track more metrics, push ourselves forward using guilt as fuel. And when that doesn't work, we assume the problem must be us. But what if it isn't?
What if the exhaustion you feel is not a personal failure, but a predictable consequence of being human in a world that forgot what humans need? The Stoic philosophers were not strangers to pressure. They lived in times of political chaos, social hierarchy, war, disease, and constant uncertainty. Yet their advice was not about doing more. It was about seeing more clearly. Marcus Aurelius, an emperor burdened with responsibility, did not write about hustling his way out of anxiety. He wrote reminders to himself, notes meant to bring his attention back to what was actually under his control. One of the most uncomfortable Stoic insights is also one of the most freeing. Most of the timelines we worry about are imaginary. We worry about where we should be by now, but rarely ask who created that expectation. We panic over falling behind, without stopping to question the direction we're supposedly falling behind in. The modern world worships speed. Faster results, faster growth, faster feedback. But speed is not the same as progress. A tree that grows too fast does not grow stronger. It grows brittle. You are not failing because you move slowly. You are tired because you are being asked to move faster than a human nervous system was designed to handle. The Stoics understood rhythm. They observed nature closely and noticed something modern culture ignores. Nothing healthy rushes constantly. Even the sun rests. Even seasons pause. Even strong animals conserve energy. Only humans demand perpetual acceleration from themselves, and then feel ashamed when their bodies protest. There is a difference between effort and violence. Effort aligns with your nature. Violence goes against it.
Burnout is often not caused by effort, but by prolonged self-violence disguised as ambition. You don't need more pressure. You need permission to move at a sustainable pace. But that permission rarely comes from the outside. Society rewards visible speed, not quiet stability. So slowing down can feel like disappearing. This is where Stoic thinking becomes especially useful. The Stoics did not try to control how others perceived them. They focused on living according to reason and nature, even if it looked unimpressive from the outside. Epictetus warned that chasing external validation leads to internal slavery. When your sense of worth depends on comparison, you surrender control over your peace of mind. You become reactive instead of grounded. And reactivity is exhausting. Perhaps what you are experiencing is not a lack of direction, but an overload of directions. Too many voices telling you who to be. Too many timelines pulling at your attention. Too many expectations competing for your energy. Clarity does not come from adding more input. It comes from subtraction. The Stoics practiced voluntary simplicity, not as deprivation, but as a way to see clearly again. To ask, what is essential? What is noise? What actually improves my character, not just my image? You may not be behind at all. You may simply be refusing, consciously or unconsciously, to sacrifice your mental health for a pace that does not suit you. And that refusal, though painful, is often the beginning of wisdom. There is a quiet courage in choosing steadiness over spectacle, in choosing depth over speed, in choosing alignment over approval.
You do not need to win a race that leads somewhere you don't want to be. Life is not a checklist to complete before an invisible deadline expires. It is an experience to inhabit, fully, attentively, at a rhythm that allows you to remain intact. The Stoics remind us that peace does not come from arranging the world perfectly. It comes from arranging ourselves properly within it. Accepting that some days will be unproductive, some seasons will feel stagnant, some paths will make no sense until much later. This is not failure. This is life unfolding at a human pace. You are allowed to take longer to become who you are becoming. You are allowed to rest without justifying it. You are allowed to live quietly in a world that shouts. And perhaps one day, without forcing it, you'll notice something subtle has changed. Not that life became easier, but that you became less at war with it. And that may be enough.